Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christian Jengra, and Tammy and I want to share with you a wonderful story about incredible products. And we want to thank you for joining us this evening. Because as we're approaching our 60s, well, Tammy has reached her 60s already. I'm actually just around the corner.
62 in a month. Oh my gosh. I don't
And
feel it.
yeah. I totally get that. But the fact is, we're training like 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds,
True.
and
True.
we're so grateful for the technology that we're about to present to you here. So we want to thank you for joining us today and looking at ways to improve your health, but in the same time slowing down the aging process. So let's begin with the health.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's all about health, right? Unfortunately, most people in today's world are exposed to high levels of pollution and toxins. We all know that. Uh, we're suffering with high stress levels. People with the financial stress, whatever stress people are having, it affects our health. Poor diet affects the health. Lack of sleep, oh my gosh, that affects our health. And unfortunately, according to the World Health Organization, the top two causes of death worldwide are health disease and diabetes and stroke. And none of this is new news to any of us. We all have family members who have passed from different illnesses, and we need to take care of our health. That's the most important thing in life.
I totally agree, Tammy. And the fact is, folks, our overall health depends on the health of our individual cells. If your cells are healthy, our bodies are healthy. And we tend to overcomplicate things like crazy today and trying to understand this mystery about being healthy. But the fact is, it's quite simple. So let us explain to you some of the reasons why we know the information we have can really help you here.
Yeah, and it's glutathione. You probably heard the word now. It's pretty mainstream now, and our bodies produce it. It's in every single cell of our body. And after food, water, and oxygen, the fourth thing that every single cell needs to survive is glutathione.
I agree. And glutathione is a bit of a foreign word for many people. It's a bit of a mouthful of a word. Can you explain to the audience what is glutathione?
Yeah. So like I mentioned, we produce it naturally in every single cell of our body, head to toe. And it's your defense against toxins, pollution, and all kinds of stuff that's happening in the world today out there. And every single day, we have thousands of attacks to our cells. And it's glutathione that protects us against these attacks. I like to use the scrub brush as an example. It's literally like a scrub brush in every single cell, and it just cleans the garbage out of the cells into the bloodstream, and then that flushes out.
Agreed. And without optimal level of glutathione, folks, and it's such an important word, it's such an important molecule. I mean, your body cannot be healthy, and that's what we're talking about today. When you have optimal level of glutathione, folks, we have so many benefits. Just to name a few: is your immune system is stronger,
Mhm.
reduce the inflammation in our cells. It helps slows down the aging process. We get better energy, better sleep, reduce stress, and better mental focus and clarity, which is, I think, a very important thing. Is as we age, I find that sometimes fogginess tends to take over, and so it's really, really important to have supplements such as this. And supplement, folks, it's not a luxury today; it's a necessity. Maybe in a few years back, we considered it as a luxury. Today, it is not. If you want to slow down the clock, you definitely want to be on good supplements. It's also, what we found is improved, whether it's mental clarity or physical, we get better stamina. I can recognize that when we train in the morning.
Mhm.
Recovery is a lot better.
Mhm.
Better it is, whether it is in the gym, the classroom, the boardroom, folks, or even the bedroom. I mean, it's important to stay strong and you know what I mean? So the point here is, as we age, don't use that as an excuse as to, well, I'm too old now to do this and to do that. No, absolutely not. That's a mindset. And having good supplements, and of course, you got to train, you got to move, you got to, of course, select good food combined with great supplements. You cannot go wrong. Would you agree?
Yeah, for sure. And what Chris didn't tell you is we've been on these products for years. We've been part of this company for, it's been 18 years, Chris. It's been quite a while.
Hmm.
And so we've been exposed to this, taking this stuff every single day. And what a difference in our health. We look at people in our age group, and they're just going downhill. And you can see this slide right here. And it's a perfect example of that. When you have an abundance of glutathione in your cells, at the age of 20, they say at the age of 20, it starts to go downhill. You know that saying. The truth is, you start to lose the production of glutathione, and based on your habits, it'll go down fast or slower. And the oxidative stress starts to take over in around the 50s. And then going into aging, it is so important to have an abundance of glutathione. We can't even stress the importance of it. Is just so important for everybody to understand this, because if you want to live a quality of life and not go into disease state, you definitely want to be taking great products that'll do that, and we're going to share that with you.
Absolutely. So if you add the stress, folks, and the poor diet, I mean, Tammy and I today, we just went to Orlando as we're preparing to come back to Toronto, Canada, and just want to do some last minute shopping. And of course, I mean, we ate a nice, juicy, fatty burger, which is awesome with fries. And next thing you know, we had what was it that we had?
A
uh,
bubble tea.
we had a bubble tea, which is with sugar and everything else. And then after that, we went on and I got a nice white mocha with whipped cream. You know what I mean? And then for
He did the
supper,
sugar, not me.
we just went out and we got a nice meal, but it was rice, the fatty rice with some teriyaki chicken, which is super sweet. So today was a complete mess. And this is the thing, folks, right? Sometimes we make bad choices. And that's the thing with poor diets. And then we have toxins and the food that we eat, the alcohol taking too much alcohol. Again, it's a liver killer. We can go on and on and on here, folks. And the issue of our glutathione level goes down even faster because of it. And remember, we said is that if you have optimal level of glutathione, our cells are healthy. And if you don't have enough glutathione in your cells, folks, to be able to deal with the free radicals, well, your cells cannot be healthy. If your cells are not healthy, folks, your body cannot be healthy. And this is what is going on. If you keep doing this year after year after year after year, eventually the machine is going to start failing as we move on into maturity. So this is a very big concern. Would you agree, Tammy?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, when you go out and you eat like that, your energy level just takes a dive, right? I mean, we're not used to it because we don't eat like that.
Yeah, correct.
But it was just one of those days. We were on the road and nothing was prepared. We just last minute decision. And here, continuing on the slides here you can see there's over 74 diseases and health challenges that are associated to low levels of glutathione. I know you see a picture here of an elderly person, but to be honest with you, younger and younger, you hear of the words, different words of disease, and it all has to do with poor diet, all the things that we were discussing. And but there's a way that you can slow down the decay, and that's what we want to talk to you about.
I agree. And as a matter of fact, we've heard how important glutathione is now. And some of you maybe have never heard of this before. And let us explain to you why this is so credible and so important. So why don't we just get more of it? Well, to be honest with you, again, not to put down the medical industry or anything, because at the end of the day, we have wonderful doctors and well-educated doctors, but where the education is going is not necessarily within the natural elements. Everything is done towards the pharmaceuticals. And again, we're not getting too political. Often the information is not properly, let's say, distributed when it comes to the importance of supplements like those. And if you take, for example, glutathione pills, as we've been hearing for years, those capsules will just get degraded. It will just decompose in a digestive tract. It becomes completely useless. You're just wasting your money in expression. You're going to pee it away. So the fact here is it's not going to reach the organ cells. So the technology we have, and this is what's so incredible, folks, and we'll share with you, we have a patent with this, will actually distribute the precursors to elevate the glutathione within the bloodstream. So this is a very important thing. So how do we improve the glutathione production within your bloodstream? Because you're born with it. When you're young, you have an abundance of it. As you age, you get less and less production of it. And again, depending on your nutritional habits and everything else, you may actually hinder your body to produce even less of it, and it creates a chain reaction. So how can we effectively raise this glutathione? That's what we want to talk about here.
Yeah, and Max International, they have the solution. It's called ribosine. We've been with the company. They launched this in 2009, and we were with the company in early 2007. We had a glutathione product, and this here, the ribosine, is a new technology that was launched back in 2009, and it's obviously science-based, backed by science, and it raises glutathione within your cells, inside your cells. A lot of stuff is on the outside, and it's a combination of D-ribose and L-cysteine. And ribose is a sugar, simple sugar that's used to make energy, and cysteine is amino acid that's needed for the key component to make glutathione inside your cells. And so the ribose, it protects the integrity of the cysteine, so it passes the gut, it passes the digestive system, goes directly into the cells. And it's a brilliant technology, and we're very fortunate to have that with Max International.
I agree, Tammy. In fact, we're so grateful for the late Dr. Robert T. Nagasawa, just an incredible man. He's done so much for humanity with his research. 45 years of professorship. We spent over 25 years of his life in a scientific research to create this compound called ribosine. With over 54 peer-reviewed studies, ribosine is the most advanced glutathione support available in the world. It's even 300% more effective than the next best alternative, which, by the way, we also own. It's a product called Max GXL. We'll talk about that in a minute here, which is the precursor that they have is NSL-cysteine. Short form is NAC, right? So the NAC and the ribosine, they kind of compete, but the ribosine is the Bentley of the technology. So it's 300% more effective, as I stated earlier. So it is absolutely critical. It's a very big deal. Tammy and I will not spend a day without taking our supplements. Ribosine is truly a science breakthrough that solves a real problem in our community today. And because it is only available through Max International, folks, that's the only place you can get it. It gives us a remarkable opportunity for you to share this within your social network.
Yeah, so you can see the buffet here of what we have, and so it's halal certified. It's also BSCG certified, Banned Substance Control Group, for Olympic athletes. We have so many stories on Olympic athletes taking their performance to a whole new level. And so it's great to know that it's very, very, very safe to use. And maybe, Chris, you can go ahead and share the two products that we wanted to share tonight.
Absolutely. Very excited about this. And we have some wonderful products to share with you, folks.
Yes.
And these are not products that, the company is learning on your dime here. This has been around for a while now. It's been in the market for over 15, 16 years.
Globally,
the company's been around for close to 18 years, but the product's been around for about 15, 16 years. And this is going all over the world. Now, the Max One here, folks, this is ribosine. It's a fancy name, but it's 100% ribosine. That's all there is in there. They took everything out other than just the pure ribosine. This is what raised the glutathione in a cell that we talked to you about. It is excellent to detoxify, energize, stamina, strength, stress reduction, mental focus, sleep, skin health, and so much more. Folks, again, if your body has efficient amount of glutathione within its integrity within the cell, your body is in a much better state to be able to heal. When I say heal, is I'm not saying that the product will heal anything. What I'm saying is the body does the work, but we're providing the proper precursors so it can perform at its peak performance. The next product over here is the Max Celgivity. This is the one that we've been bragging about. And the Celgivity is the most advanced formula. It contains 12 other supporting ingredients, as you can see on the screen, and to raise the glutathione. So what you do, folks, is you take 2 capsules in the morning and 2 capsules in the afternoon. It's important to drink plenty of water, right? You don't want to drink 1 cup a day, folks. You want to drink like eight glasses like this at least. And as you age, folks, you should increase the amount of water because we dehydrate as we age. Really important. So the more water you drink, right away you'll feel better. And then you combine that with these 2 capsules in the mornings and 2 capsules in the afternoon. Absolutely phenomenal. I didn't mention with the Max one, you take 1 capsule in the morning and 1 capsule in the afternoon. Okay. So most healthy people actually will notice better energy and better mental focus, better sleep, reduce aches and pains. And for some with health challenges, sometimes the results could be life-changing. And we have seen that in our past 18 years being around this wonderful product. If you're healthy, folks, and you want to remain healthy and slow down the decay, take Celgivity. You will not regret it. If you're aging and want to stay youthful, like Tammy and I, we want to stay youthful, we want to stay healthy, take the Celgivity. If you had health challenges and you're recovering, I'm telling you, take the Celgivity. If you're in the middle of dealing with, again, I don't want to talk about diseases or things like this, but if you're having a treatment and a doctor says don't take anything, it's okay. Don't take anything during the treatment. But once the treatment is done, folks, you want your health to go straight, like a straight arrow to the sky. And the fact here is you want to take Celgivity to recover faster. If you're struggling with your health and running out of options, I'm telling you, by increasing the production of glutathione within your cells, you will not go wrong. Take the Celgivity. It's important to note, folks, that our products are supplements. They are not medication, right? So taking along your regular medication and ask your doctor if you're not comfortable, okay? But the fact that they are supplements, it do not treat, cure, or prevent any disease. It provides the right environment in the body for the body to improve. All it does is increase the glutathione production within your bloodstream. And when you do that, the body will do the miracles. Absolutely amazing. So I would really recommend that if you're going to take this product, don't try it for 2 weeks and say it doesn't work. Give your body a chance to absorb. At least 90 days, at least 90 days minimum. So you want to take this for 3 months. And I assure you that you will absolutely not regret it. Now, there's a brand new product that was currently introduced, and there's others that we didn't talk about here tonight. But I know that weight loss is a big, big concern in our society today, again, because of the way we eat and what's in our food. So, Tammy, why don't you cover that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to share the couple of slides here, but I just want you to understand the word GLP-1 before we talk about the product, because it's your hormone that plays a powerful role in managing hunger, and it controls the blood sugar, and it's called GLP-1 or glucagon-like peptide 1, and it's produced naturally in your intestines when you eat. Okay. And GLP-1, it signals your body to release insulin, slow down digestion, and it helps you feel full faster and longer. And it's a key player in regulating appetite and supporting your healthy metabolism. But the problem, as we all know, in modern day diets and stress and lifestyle and habits, it plays a role on your body and your GLP-1 response. So this is when the Max GLP-1 comes into play. First of all, our body slows down production in aging, just like the glutathione. So I wanted to share that with you. So the Max GLP-1, we're on it. We've been on it for about 6 weeks now. It's very new. And Chris and I are even noticing we've got a lot lighter in our gut. We can feel it. We didn't lose a lot of weight because we've increased our weights in our trainings, and muscle weighs more than fat. So that hasn't changed. But you know what I noticed lately, Chris, is when we're doing the heavy lifting, I'm not sore the next day. I don't know if you're noticing that, but it just dawned on me
Hmm.
just now. We're training really hard and lifting more weights than we ever lifted ever in our life. So we're noticing a difference. So, anyways, the Max GLP-1, it's our premium. It's also and it's the company owns the rights to this product, and is our premium weight loss solution. It's designed to naturally support and enhance your body's own GLP-1 production, just like our Cellgevity and Max One in the ribosine. It's to help with the production of glutathione. This is helping with the production of your GLP-1. Okay, and it manages your cravings, it boosts your metabolism, and it achieves sustainable weight loss. Okay, and maybe go into the next slide, Chris. Okay, you're there, and it's stimulant free. You just take one capsule. I brought the bottle out just so you can see. You take one capsule a day, super simple, nothing to really think about. Full glass of water, and we should be drinking, at least 6 to 8 glasses a day. Um, all the time to have a healthy body. And so the sorghum, that is a powerful antioxidant, and it helps with muscle recovery, which I was just telling you that I noticed. And the aromin, it's natural. It's a natural GLP-1 booster. Okay, it's going to boost your GLP-1 production. And the third element is the chromium pucalinate. I'm trying to get the production in that one.
Kalinate, yeah.
Oh my God, pucalinate, and it helps reduce your hunger cravings, and it helps for you to reduce the fat storage, which I mean that's really important. Okay, and then the final is posabio, and that supports your gut health. And at the end of the day, it's a gut health product. And gut health, it's a buzzword today, right? It's a probiotic, and it's a postbiotic, so it's very, very healthy for you. And if you're looking for real results and not stimulant or hype, because there's stuff on the market that's really, really dangerous. I've heard and seen different things on that. And at the end of the day, if we want to remain healthy, we really got to take natural products, even if it takes a little bit longer. At least your organs will be healthy. Everything will be healthy inside your body, which is really, really important for a healthy lifestyle.
I agree, Tammy. And folks, we have thousands of testimonials, especially with the Cellgivity technology and the
Mhm.
glutathione enhancements.
And we'll
The
have
weight
many with
loss,
the Max GLP-1.
as,
Yeah.
as Tammy stated, the weight loss is a brand new technology. It's a brand
Mhm.
new product that was introduced a few months ago, and people are just starting to use it.
Yeah.
And but folks, we have wonderful, wonderful testimony. As a matter of fact, today, let me just change the screen here and invite our friends to join us here this evening. We have wonderful friends of ours that actually have been using the products, and they have wonderful stories to share with you. We have Bill Suchuk over here that has been utilizing the product for years and have a wonderful story to share. And also Alison Robertshaw, who's also been using the products for years, who has a wonderful story to share. Bill, why don't we start with you, and then we'll get Alison to finish with her story. Go ahead, Bill.
Okay, thank you, Chris and Tammy. Great presentation, a lot of information sharing. It was great. So I'd like to share my background story with everybody. Well, and some of you already know it, but I'll do it again. My career included working as a probation officer, probation parole officer for nearly 35 years. In addition, I was a part-time professor at a local college teaching criminology and sociology, kind of related to my full-time job. I also served in the Canadian Armed Forces Reserves as a district personnel selection officer. And lastly, I was a driver trainer for an Airbus travel agency for 5 years, transporting passengers to and from Toronto Pearson International Airport in all kinds of weather conditions, heavy traffic, and long hours. And maybe Chris and Tammy, I may see you down there. No, I'm just kidding. When you
Yeah,
land in Toronto.
we'll be back soon.
Yeah. It On the positive side, I also played in a variety of bands as a drummer all my life, and I achieved my private pilot's license. That was a challenge, but I did it.
Cool.
Yeah. And as you can see, I had a distinguished career with a lot of responsibility and a very exciting lifestyle, playing in bands, flying planes, even climbed Mount Washington many years ago with a friend a year after I fractured my left knee. That was a challenge, but I did it.
Wow.
Looking back, the long working hours and associated work related stress, and I have to emphasize stress. It was a stressful jobs that I did, had a negative impact on my health that resulted in a very serious medical challenge 6 years ago. My health is now stable thanks to medical intervention and positive lifestyle changes, which includes taking the Max products. So important. I think you would agree that we are now living in a time of extreme changes and challenges, and we should be more concerned about our health, particularly with strengthening our immune system. Very, very critical. I think you would agree. Aging happens to all of us, and I am now 73 years young. And as a result of my lifestyle changes, I have a better sense of well being and vitality. I highly recommend taking the Max products, including the new Max GLP-1, which I just started as well, to help improve your health along with your lifestyle choices. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my testimony.
Thank you, Bill. Really, really appreciate that. Really appreciate the story. Allison, please go ahead and share your story.
Thank you so much, Chris. And Bill, that was a wonderful testimony. I always love hearing your story about how Max has helped you with your life. So I have a story. I've been on the Max products for years. I started about 8 years ago when I was first introduced them. I had a lot of health issues. I met a friend within the company who had similar health issues to mine. And within the first 3 months of being on the products, I noticed abundance of mental clarity and energy. Fast forward to today, I have been going to the gym, working out, sailing. I've changed my whole lifestyle. Now, recent story, I did an experiment with my body by actually going off the products. And big mistake, because within just 2 months of an experiment, I have been experiencing a lot of chronic fatigue, not sleeping well, and I gained a lot of weight. This is just by being off the products. I've been back on the products for 2 weeks. As soon as I went back on the products, my energy has gone up. My mental clarity has gone up. I've been going to the gym 3 to 5 times a week, and I've seen a drop on the scale in my weight loss.
Wow.
So,
Wonderful.
yes.
I'm
So,
afraid to go off. Yeah. We
yeah.
just feel
So,
so great.
yeah. Yeah. So, just true testimony that these products actually do work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can testify to that. I know there were some moments where we were off the product, just because, for a period of time we couldn't have access to them for just I think it was about a month or two, and I remember feeling so much better. And the fact here is, people may think, are we dependent on the product? No, what's happening is our body are aging, the food we're eating, and all of these things it takes a toll against us. And what these supplements does is they recharge the batteries, a matter of speaking, that we just can't control, right? It's like if you use a cell phone, you don't charge it for over 24 hours, I guarantee you that your cell phone's not going to work. You have to recharge it. Well, the body's the same. And today we can't live without supplements. And I say we can't. It's much healthier to live with our supplements in light of everything that we're exposed to, right? That we didn't have 40 years ago or even 30 years ago. And so really appreciate your story, Allison and Bill, because there's so many others also that are on the product. They're having wonderful, wonderful results with these incredible products. And the fact here, folks, if you're listening to this presentation for the very first time and you're wondering how can you have access to these products, feel free just to drop a little message in your comment if you don't know anybody, or if anybody invited you to look at this information, I urge you to go back to these people and let them know that you would like to try the Celgivity, the Max One, the Max GLP-1, whatever it is that you want. And there's also other supplements that are available within our company. Let them know that you want to try those, and we'd be happy to help you with that. So on that note, Allison, Bill, thank you so much for sharing your stories. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And Tammy and I always enjoy presenting the Max story with our audience. So Tammy, any last words as we end?
I get on the product. That's the most important thing, is to get your own testimony, get your own feeling of what the product has done for you. Chris and I have been with the company it's been 18 years, and we've been traveling around the world for many, many years. And we hear such phenomenal stories. I know Bill, I know Allison, we both know them personally, and we've seen the results that they got on the products. And everybody feels a difference. You just got to give it time. Some people are a little bit longer than others, but yeah, people get results. Absolutely.
So everybody, have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you very, very much. Again, Allison and Bill and all of you here that are watching or that are going to be watching this video on a later date, really appreciate you. And we're certainly open and welcome to your feedback and comment. Have a great evening, and bye for now.
Good evening.